What is your ask in the industry, and why do you charge less when you know you have the same thing under the hood as the founder who charges double your pricing? I'm looking for you to think. The difference is the same car, but one is double the price. That's the power of positioning. I want everybody to be honest with themselves for one moment. How many people know that they're more valuable than they are visible? Does anybody know that they're more valuable than they are visible? This is where everything changes. The truth is, the smartest people do not run the rooms. It's the most positioned people that run the rooms. How many of you know you're more talented and you're more capable than your positioning would suggest? This is the truth. You do not have a talent problem. You have a positioning problem. If more people knew how phenomenal you really were, how much more money could you actually make? How much more impact could you make? How many more people could you touch? How many lives could you touch? How many zeros could you add to the back of your number? It's okay, you can clap for that. You can clap for yourself. If you can make more, if you know that you're worth more money and more value and more clients and more impact than your current visibility suggests, you can put your hands together for yourself. It's okay. It's not pride to clap for yourself. It's self-awareness to really own and know who you are. That's how I was. I was undervalued because I was undervisible. When you change your visibility, let me be very clear with one thing. Visibility does not mean value. You have to be the real person first. It has to be evidence-based. So you may be motivated, but I'm not a motivational speaker. That's not what we're going to be doing here today. You may be inspired, but I'm not an inspirational speaker. I am more evidence-based than emotional. So I want you to use left brain logic. Okay, I want you to use your brain and I want you to think about what I'm saying, because what I'm talking about is not marketing. It comes before marketing. What I'm going to talk to you about is not social media. It comes before social media. Those are tactics. And in order for tactics to work, your strategy has to be in place, which means your identity has to be in place. Once you have that in place, that's when everything changes. I've worked in Fortune 500 companies, and the most capable, the most talented, and the most phenomenal person in the room was never running the rooms. The serious operators did not run the rooms. They were not as talented as you are. The most talented people were usually in the back, quiet, unable to really express their value. They didn't communicate effectively. They didn't position themselves effectively. They might be on social media a little bit, but they don't know how to leverage it. Leverage is key. That makes all the difference in the world. I want to show you today how to go from invisible or barely visible to invincible in your market and in your vertical. Does that work? Does that make sense? Very good. So the shift is from working hard to working smarter. I'm going to use this whiteboard and I'm going to write down something. And this is going to be interactive, so I need you to interact with me, okay? I've got something to give away. I brought something to give away. Does everybody like gifts? Is it okay if I give something away? Okay, so I brought, because I couldn't get them to publish it fast enough, I'll be honest. These are the words that I want you to remember. Positioning creates opportunity. Your education, your experience, and your expertise is not going to guarantee you impact, income, or independence.
All right, guys, we cover a lot of content on this podcast. One of the top questions I get asked is, where do I start? What's a good first step? If you've been enjoying these episodes but wish there was a more comprehensive step-by-step way to creating your billion-dollar brand, then this is for you. My team helped me put together this book called The Billion-Dollar Brand. With this guide, it will break down how leaders move from being respected for their work to being known for their voice, their values, and their impact. This is not theory. It's a clear framework built from years of working with executives, Fortune 500 companies, founders, and high-level professionals. If you're tired of being great at what you do but invisible in the marketplace, this is the place to start. We'll help you go from visibility to credibility to insane profitability. You can grab the billion-dollar brand here or click the link in the show notes. All right, now, back to the episode.
Your 3 E's will not match your 3 I's. What will is positioning. How many of you know that there are people less talented, less phenomenal, less heart-centered, less caring, making 2, 4, 5, 10 times your revenue right now? That's a bad thing, don't you think? If we can match that, if I can help you in a short amount of time, match it, double it, triple it, would it be worth something to you? Is that why you came here? Did you come here for more revenue? Did you come here for more impact? Did you come here to actually hold what you aspire for? That's why we're here. So remember this. I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to keep coming back to this. Positioning creates opportunities. What I'm going to give away at some very strategic points is an envelope. A folder with an envelope in it. But it also has 3 chapters of the new book that's coming out. They couldn't get it done fast enough for Aspire. They came to me. There was no way to put it together. But it's called Add a Zero. And that's what we want you to do, is add a 0 to your impact, add a 0 to your revenue, and add a 0 to your influence in the marketplace, because that's the only thing separating you from adding a 0 to the back of your number and going from 6 figures to 7, 7 figures to 8, and 8 figures to 9. Does that sound good? Okay, so there's also a $100 bill in there. But let me show you, who would like proof? Would anybody like proof of what I'm saying to you? Look at these 2 cars. Anybody like fast cars? I love fast cars. So what you're looking at is an Audi, and you're looking at a Lamborghini. Let me know if you see something similar. You see numbers that are similar? It's amazing, isn't it? I've driven both of them, and the funny thing is you feel different in one of them. But the reality is, it's the same car under the hood. So what's the difference? I teach brand you and not what you do. The difference is positioning. The difference is leverage. The difference is awareness and knowledge of who one is. So the Lamborghini founders, business owners, Serious operators are very clear about who they are and what they bring to the marketplace. The Audi owners, a little bit different. They're not so sure of themselves. So I want you to think about your pricing model, your ask in the industry. What is your ask in the industry, and why do you charge less when you know you have the same thing under the hood as the founder who charges double your pricing? I'm looking for you to think. The difference is the same car, but one is double the price. That's the power of positioning. Does that make sense? Is it fair? It might not be so fair, but it's phenomenal for the founder who understands the principles and makes it their own, because they're able to shift their positioning. Not only shift their positioning, but shift their revenue.
Hey, really quick, did you know that most leaders don't have a revenue problem? They have a positioning problem. If you're leading at a high level and know your brand should be working harder for you than it is right now, my team and I offer a curated small number of strategy calls each month. This is not for everyone, but if you're a leader who knows your expertise deserves a bigger platform, and you are open to a working session where we look at your leadership, your positioning, and whether there's a clear path to scale your influence and impact so you can have independence, if that sounds like you and the conversation that you need, you can book a call directly with me here now. Go to www.shaanrais.com and click book a call. Once again, it's www.shaanrais.com, or just click the link in the show notes. Now back to the show.
Just to show you that it's evidence-based, I didn't kind of walk over fire coals to get here. I was trained by Jack Welch in the Jack Welch Management Institute. And I came from Harlem. I was not supposed to be here. The statistics and the analytics did not say that you would end up on this stage. It said that you would probably end up incarcerated or dead long before this, because I grew up in Harlem in the late 80s, early 90s. And you don't have to be a historian to know what took place during that time. They called it the war on drugs, and we felt like it was the war on us. But I believe that God plays chess with people, and he's playing chess with you right now. If you're in this room, you're in this room for a reason. If you're in this audience and you're hearing something that resonates with you, it resonates with you for a reason. If you're seeing something that makes you think differently about your value in the marketplace, that's purposeful. You know what Jack Welch told me? When I said, Jack, how do I differentiate myself when there's so many coaches, so many consultants, and so many speakers in this world? How can I get on the stage? He said, pay attention, Shaan. And he asked the audience, do you know anybody else who comes from Harlem the way Shaan comes from Harlem and talks about it? Nobody raised their hand because there wasn't another person. I want you to think about your identifying factors that are different than anybody else. My wife changed my life, just so that everybody's clear. When he played chess with people, he knew that I was so angry at one point that no man could teach me anything, nor get too close to me. So he pushed the queen, and she checkmated me. It is only by the grace of God and mercy that I am present, and her willingness to see me when I couldn't see myself. She taught me something very important about value. And then Jack added to that. And he said, tell your story, Shaan. Just tell your story. Because there's nobody like you, just like there's nobody like me. Just like there's nobody like you, just like there's nobody like you. Give yourselves a round of applause if you know your story is greater than your salary would imply. If your story and what you've been through has a little bit more to give yourselves another round of applause. Because I know that to be true. Because as soon as I saw my own value in what I had been through and who I was, everything changed for me. I changed my positioning. I changed my visibility, which changed my credibility, which changed my profitability. And it'll do the same thing for you. And that's a guarantee. It is evidence-based that you connect with humans through your story.